Hello everyone, my name is Tom, and today I'm showing you how to make a new simple, realistic elevator. Right, so very simply, we hit the button, we get in, and we go up. There is not much to this thing other than that. And once we make it to the top, we can, ponder about what do people tend to do up here. Skydive? That's probably a bad idea, but when we're done, we hit the button, we get back in, and we go all the way down. Voila! Also, you may notice this thing is now 2 blocks by 3 blocks tall, which means you no longer fall through the floor, which was a problem with the old design. But like I said, this thing is really simple. Let me show you the redstone. So flying around it, this is what it looks like. So you can see the flying machine itself, that's all the actual redstone. But anyways, I think it's time for me to show you how to build it. Alright, so you're going to need a 3 blocks wide by 5 blocks long area. Then let's say you were building this underground. These white stained glass blocks here, you're going to have to dig them out so the actual flying machine can slide right past the wall. These entire blocks here, this is going to be where your elevator is. So if you put this into context, it's 3 blocks above the space you're digging out like so. And it's directly in the middle or to the right if you're not including this glass blocks. Then I'd also recommend you plan out your second floor, which should be directly on top of this, up here. But anyways, I suggest you get this in place so you don't build it in the wrong place, because that would be very annoying to move. So to build it, this is everything you need. Now bear in mind, the glazed terracotta blocks, they can be any block that doesn't stick to slime, whereas the obsidian blocks, they have to be a block which cannot be pushed by pistons. So obsidian, crying obsidian, bedrock if you really want to be fancy. Anyways, once you got all of that, we can start. Alright, so the very first thing you want to do is you want to come directly underneath your elevator. So let's say we're at the back now. On the right iron block, you're going to put 2 slime like this. And then you want to put 1 honey block on the left over here. So if we're looking at it from the front, the left is slime, the right is honey. You're going to come back round to over here. On this slime block over here, you're going to place a redstone block like so. You're going to come 2 blocks up from the ground. You're going to place a piston on the right of it, and a piston in front of it. Then destroy these 2 temporary blocks, and these should be directly underneath the slime and the honey. So it looks like this. You're going to place 3 slime blocks here like so. So 1, 2, 3. You're going to place 1 of your obsidian blocks underneath this. And then on top of this, you want to place another 3 slime blocks. So 1, 2, and 3. You're going to get your observers out. You're going to come round to the right side if you're looking at it from the front. Next to this piston over here, you're going to place an observer. Make sure this little arrow thing is pointing into the slime block in front of it. You then on this block, you're going to place a piston pointing to the front. Observer on top of that, with a sticky piston on top of that observer. You then want to come up 5 blocks with slime. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you want to come a block to the right like so. Piston facing downwards here. And another one facing downwards over here. Like so. And then similar to what we did down here, you want to do the same thing but mirrored up here. So over on this side, you want to place in your 2 slime. You want to place in your honey over here. And you want to place in your redstone block on top of this. So it looks like this if I were to fly around. And then you want to come to the top up here. You want to place an observer facing downwards. Piston below it like this. You then want to leave a gap for when this piston extends. You want to place another observer here. With another sticky piston below this. Like so. And believe it or not, that is your fly machine done. So if I were to fly around, this is what it looks like. And you can now see why you have to remove this layer over here. Because this line will be scraping against that wall. Alright, so you then want to come to the top over here. And on this right floor block, so this would be this one if we were on the ground floor, but you want to come to the top floor. So this one, you then want to come 4 blocks backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You then want to stack 6 blocks on top of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On top of this block is where you want to place in your second block of obsidian. No idea where I got 7 from then. So then we can actually test it out to make sure that you've lined everything up properly. So what you want to do is you want to update this observer using whatever way you want to, and that should send your fly machine upwards, going up to the top floor. And hopefully it stops at the right place. Which it does. Perfect, and then you can update this top observer over here to send it back down again. And make sure to remove these temporary blocks once you've done with them. Alright, so now we just need to add in our buttons. So for the bottom floor, you want to come 3 blocks up like this. And then your button is going to be on this top block. You then come round to the back. And to get your glazed terracotta blocks out. You're going to place in 1 here. So it's directly behind the button. A temporary block here. 1 above and below that like so. Destroy this block. You're going to place a repeater on top of this one. You're going to put a piece of dust on top of this one. You want to come down a block like so, just on top of this, and then you're going to place a dropper on next to this observer like so. Now bear in mind, this will send your elevator off. So crouch, place a dropper here, so it looks like this. And so now that it's on the top floor, it's actually like more useful now that it's up here. But you then want to place another 3 blocks here, like so. The button's going to be in this block. You then place a terracotta behind this one again. The repeater on top of that. You then place a temporary block here, terracotta block here. Destroy this temporary block. You then want to get a sticky piston out. You want to place it facing upwards like so. Observer, so it's looking towards the back, or the face is facing the front. You then want to place a temporary block here. Block on top of this, destroy this block next to this piston over here, just on top of this block, and that is all your redstone done. So you can press this button and it will send it down again. So now all that's left for you to do is to decorate this thing. Now obviously I haven't put too much effort into decorating it, but you can see where I was going, and of course you can also add a glass like screen here so you don't fall out. It's pretty much just what I did over here, but as long as you don't put any blocks in the way of the flying machine, it should be all good. But anyways, that is the tutorial done. Thank you all very much for watching. Any questions, let me know down in the comments, and I'll try my best to answer them. But that's all from me, and I'll see you all later. Have fun with your new simple, realistic elevator. Bye!